Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm just at home in my woodland garden and I'm about to harvest my first lot of Jerusalem artichokes for this season, and I thought I would bring you along. So before we get on to the really exciting part of actually harvesting the artichokes today, I'll just go into a little bit of detail all about the vegetable. So firstly, it's not actually related to the globe artichoke. It's directly related to the sunflower. So if you're really lucky and you've got them growing in, a place full of nutrients, full of sunlight and warmth, towards the end of summer, early autumn, you will get some really beautiful sunflowers. They're a big yellow flower that look absolutely beautiful. Lots of people get them flowering at the allotments, but I've never actually grown them in the ground, only in pots, and I think just that kind of restriction does stop them flowering, unfortunately. But I live in hope that one day I will get flowers. They're also known as a sunchoke, and they are also known as an earth apple. With the artichoke, it's an amazing perennial vegetable full of loads of vitamins and really good healthy nutrients, especially with the artichoke. You've probably heard them being called fartichokes before, and the reason for that is they are full of so much fibre, and the bacteria used to actually break them down in your gut is a really special one, and it's really healthy for you. So once you've eaten them a couple of times, you'll probably find that your gut has the right bacteria to break them down. So all of those fartichoke jokes will have dispersed by then. But with the artichoke, it's absolutely amazing to grow as a windbreak. So this year, I'm definitely going to be growing them in my allotment and hopefully in the open ground. The reason that a lot of people don't like growing them in the open ground is it's a little bit like a potato. Every time you harvest them, you're always going to leave a few in the ground, and they grow back so prolifically year after year that it could be very hard to get rid of them. However, I really feel that with the Jerusalem artichoke, it's a really amazing undervalued perennial vegetable. You wait until the last you wait until the first frost to be gone, and you can see they kind of die back like this. Then you know they are ready to harvest. But what you just need to do is leave some of the tubers in the ground, and they will come back year after year. With a potato, obviously we know that sometimes we leave those volunteer potatoes in the ground. They grow back next year, but they sometimes grow back before the frost, and then they get a frost and stuff. Whereas with the Jerusalem artichoke, it's so low maintenance. We're going to harvest them now, and then we'll put some back in the ground to grow next year. What I really like about growing the Jerusalem artichokes is it's just such a low maintenance thing to grow. I put them in the pot late last year and they haven't been touched ever since. I don't think I've even watered them, and this is a 30-litre pot and we're not even all the way to the top. So it'd be interesting to see now how big some of the tubers inside are. So I've just put some tarp down so I can easily scoop all the soil back into the container once I've finished harvesting them. And the best time to know when to harvest these is just to wait until that first frost kills all of the kind of foliage back like this, and then you know that they are ready to be harvested. Here's the moment of truth. Let's hope we've got a big harvest. So here we go, we've got our first lot of artichokes. These ones are really small actually, so I do think possibly the neglection throughout the year probably did cause them to be slightly smaller than past years. Look at that one, that's huge. So I'm pretty sure I've harvested all of them now. So what I'm going to do is just fill this pot back up with compost and just put a couple of them straight back in there, and they will start growing again next year. you go. That is how easy it is to harvest and to replant your Jerusalem artichokes. The variety of the artichokes that I'm growing here are actually like a real knobbly variety. There are other varieties on the market, such as I think it's called Fuchsia. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but that's a more kind of like elongated one and much easier for like peeling and stuff. But to be honest, when I actually cook these, I really love these roasted. They kind of just go really, really caramelized and chewy. So much better than a roast potato, but they're also lower in calories, and they have inulin in, which means it's like released slightly differently. So if you're diabetic, it doesn't like release all the sugars in one go. So it's really tasty and quite healthy for you. But this variety is the knobbly version. I'm not sure what it's called because somebody actually gave these to me a couple of years ago. But I'm so pleased with my harvest today, and I hope it's maybe made you think about giving Jerusalem artichokes a go, because I think they're really one of those things that they just always get a bit of a hard time because they're called artichokes, but you can get over that, believe me. But yes, these ones here will probably, I'm going to hold some back for like 1 or 2 meals, and the rest of these will be actually transplanted to my allotment to make a really good windbreak next year. They stop the wind on the allotment and then they give them back to you when they're cooked. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, should I? But there you go. How exciting is that? Please give Jerusalem artichokes a go, because, you know, I don't think enough people grow them or really, you know a lot about them. So there you go. I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching today. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of all of my latest videos. As ever, YouTube have some videos up on the screen that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Bye!